really, no job is like really that secure. You could always lose your job. And like the other thing is like, I want to be like rewarded for like what I'm like doing. So like if I have a stream that does really well, I want to see like kickback on that in like terms of growth, right? Because like if I'm working a job and I get this salary and I'm clearing the same check every month, I'm going to lose passion so fast.
Oh, easily. Especially like, dude, oh my goodness.
For those of you who don't know, these are the two biggest streamers on the planet right now. They came basically out of nowhere, blew the fuck up, and popped off, and they're killing it. Keizo and also Jynxzi. Keizo does a lot more variety. Jynxzi, on the other hand, is a Rainbow Six Siege streamer originally, and it's biggest dude. Be nice to Keizo. Okay, Jesus Christ. But yeah, it is. I have a lot of respect for both of them. I think that they did it. They did the damn thing. People have been talking about TikTok conversions for quite some time. They were the ones who actually were able to make it happen, and they're blowing up. The fact that this dude though, like especially Jynxzi, like he played fucking Rainbow Six Siege, a game that not many people stream regularly, right? And did that over and over and over again until it like blew the fuck up is pretty chill. It's like Tyler 1, I would say, as far as Jynxzi's meteoric success goes. He's a grinder in the same vein as Tyler 1.
Cut like some grass, for example, you know what I mean? I'd go cut grass for like 2 hours in like 100-degree heat, weed eating ditches and all that, mowing, and they'd hand me $40.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is good money. But you know, it's like you said, you get burnt out. It's like, dude, I'm literally over here like just puffing and sweating, like about to die out here, like on the verge of a heat stroke for $40. You know, and it can get old. And even with a real job, you do all your best. Your coworkers are still messing with you. You know what I mean? You're still getting the same money. It's like you feel really unappreciated at a lot of jobs.
Yeah, and it makes you think like, because like I always want to be like really grateful, but it makes me think like someone today woke up and worked like the most grueling job ever.
Yes, they did.
For like just enough to put food on the table. And then it's like, I'm like, it's weird because I'm just starting a stream. And it's like, you know what I mean? It's really trippy.
Yeah. And again, it's like, you know, it makes you wish everybody could like do something that they love to do every day. You know what I mean? Because there's so many people, like my dad.
Bro, I fucking love this conversation, by the way. No, it's phenomenal, dude. They're 100% on the money. They're so right. They're literally describing how alienation fucking works. It's a fundamental plank of my commentary that the notion that like my major freedom comes from the fact that I have autonomy and I can feel fucking human. And they're just saying it. They're saying it in a way that is like infinitely more accessible to the layman. It's awesome.
For example, like, dude, this whole life, you know.
Same with my dad.
Yeah, just working. He's had multiple back surgeries, multiple wrist surgeries, multiple foot surgeries, all from just working his whole life. You know what I mean? And it can break you down, bro. It really can. That's why, like you said, never take it for granted. You know what I mean?
Never take it for granted.
Absolutely
and like,
not.
That's why, like, we were already talking about it earlier, but like, I feel so bad when I miss a stream because it's like, bro, dude, my job is so easy.
It eats me alive.
Yeah.
Like at first, I'll put the message out, be like, you know, no stream tonight,
and then you just got to see all that. Like,
you see, it's like, dude, I let so many people down.
Yeah.
It's not like you're calling into work and it's just making your boss kind of mad. It's like when you take a night off, you legitimately like ruined a lot of people's nights. You know.
Yeah, I mean, because it's like
no, these
at
guys
the end of the day,
these guys are not. This is way before I talked about like streaming in general. This is 9 days prior.
Like, I don't know, like, because like you were saying with your dad, like he's worked his whole life. My dad has worked his whole life too. So it's like, I'm 22. My only job is to go to my PC and click
still
start
be
stream.
taking a night off.
And I'm still taking a night off. And it's like, bro.
Yeah, it's like I'd be feeling terrible about myself. It's like be like 11 o'clock, like I should have been live right now.
Yeah. And it's not because I want to, I need to. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, bro, because like you're literally like, the reason why I like the podcast so much, and this is literally ground zero, but it's like, I'm not like, I don't have to be like on my like high energy, right? Like I can just chill and just talk. It's like with.
Yeah, I'm also getting very tired of hearing how fortunate all these people are, honestly. I don't know why you're getting mad at this. He's literally, this is my take. Like, I mean, they are in agreement with the exact same fucking take, which is that like, we are profoundly fucking fortunate people who recognize our privilege, and yet it still sometimes gets fucking tiring and cumbersome in a very different way.
Streaming, it's like you are literally putting on a show from this hour to this hour every night.
Yeah, you do got to take a break sometime, you know, just to reset and make sure you don't, because you don't want to burn out on nobody. You know what I mean? You don't want to spark up a stream when you're not feeling good and not put out like good content. You know, that's the last thing you do.
The last thing I want to do is do a stream where I'm sick. Or I'm tired.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, I mean, what are we even watching
Exactly.
here? Yeah. No, but like, because so obviously, I mean, you love streaming, right? I mean, So like, could you see yourself streaming in like 10 years realistically?
10?
10.
Ooh.
It's hard to think, right? Like,
that is like 10 years is a long time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, if it was up to me, yes. You know what I mean? But obviously, you know, stuff happens, especially in 10 years. But there's plenty of streamers that have been doing it for 10 plus years.
Yeah, like Doc, Tim, all the OGs.
Summit, all them, you know, been doing it forever. Tyler One, all them, you know. But hopefully, yeah. What about you? You think?
Yeah, no, I mean, hopefully I am streaming in like 10 years.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's like, with streaming, it's so, not that it's like demanding like physically, but like sometimes it is draining like mentally of like, bro, you know what I mean? Like I gotta like put on another like really good stream every night, right?
Yeah, I figure on like year 10, you'd be like taking it a lot more easy.
Yeah,
like,
I feel like year 10, I'd be streaming twice a week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But still enough, you know what I mean? But because still keeping the passion for it, you know?
No, because I mean, that's all I ever wanted to do.
Same, that's literally it. It was either this, that's it.
Or just working and
Working, yep.
No, I mean like, because you said
90% of the manufactured drama online is caused by whether or not people like you. That's it. That's it. Like, that's it. And they're right. They're correct. What they're saying is correct. And that's why I get so mad. I don't get mad at the people that see the Twitter clip out of context and get fucking mad at me. Because like they're doing shit fucking jobs that they hate. And they're like, fuck this privileged asshole. How dare he fucking say that streaming is more difficult than a real job? I don't think that. Even the fact that I called it a real job implies that streaming is not a fucking real job. Like I differentiate it. So I totally understand, and I think it's valid for a person in a really awful. A Ludbud named Bondi made a vid compiling streaming data, and you and Jynxzi were 2 to 3 people who streamed more than 345 days in 2023. In terms of days work, you work way more than average 9 to 5 workers. It doesn't matter. Like our work is not real work, and it's also I choose how to do it. They said the same thing, but they worded it better. They never made the comparisons. Yes, they did. They're literally making the comparison right now. They're talking about how streaming also has its fucking downsides. Like that's what they're talking about. They started off by talking about how fucking awful real work is. Something that I've talked about quite a bit. Now, the point is, and the reason why I'm mentioning this is because it's correct. That's why I get so fucking mad at like YouTubers who are like, oh, I am also going to voluntarily lean into this like obviously clipped out of context take against the dude, myself, who has done a shit ton of real world impact in the field of labor organizing, unionization, and whatnot. Obviously, I'm pro destroying all of the structures that make it so that work is awful, and someone who clearly recognizes their own privilege on a daily fucking basis. But ultimately, it doesn't matter because A lot of this stuff is just purely motivated by whether you like the person saying it or not. That's it. I wouldn't be an organizer if it weren't for you in this community. Fuck what anyone says. That's why I do it. That's also the reason why. That's also the reason why I don't stop and do it nonstop. Do you understand? I have enough. If I were to be like, you know what, fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. I'm done. I'm sick and tired of it. I could just fucking stop and make my money work, which is what many people do. And no one even questions the ethics of such things. That is what the expectation is. Well, the reason why I do what I do is because, one, I love what I do. I'm profoundly fortunate and I recognize it every fucking day, literally all the time. Well, there's the other reason. The other reason why I don't stop is because of people like this, because they really want me to. But the major reason is because I want to have a space for people that are questioning the way things work. And I feel like I have cultivated a relatively sizable community of like-minded individuals or people who are at least curious about the conditions that we experience, the conditions that we live under. And I want to make sure that people recognize that the real villains are not necessarily other people. They're not Mexicans. They're not immigrants. They're not trans people. It is the structure itself that is fundamentally broken. So I get the resentment that a lot of people have. I still think it's misguided, but I understand where it comes from. That's it. I personally think that deep down inside, no matter what, and I'm being very honest here, maybe people will laugh at that, but I think that what I do matters a little bit to some people. And it's not just being able to fundraise on a whim for issues that this community cares about. It's the fact that I'm only one person, but this community has a lot of people that have went on to become labor organizers, went on to unionize their workplaces, went on to become community organizers, went on to actually get elected in local office. That's it. It's ironic because I also have a lot of fucking like actual working people in this audience. I'm a union steward because of you. See, this is what I mean. Like, I love stories like this. Anyway, you were a big inspiration for me to run and win for a city council seat 4 years ago. So, yeah, that's why I do what I do. And that's why I will continue doing what I do, regardless. Obviously, I am phenomenally privileged, insanely lucky. It is something that I recognize every single fucking day. I hope that these guys don't actually change their perspective as they get more and more successful, because the further you move away from like the trials and tribulations of a normal existence, the more out of touch you do become. As streamers, we all go through that cycle. And it's very, very hard to maintain your grounding. Anyway, I am happy though that these guys have experienced meteoric success, especially because they seem very reasonable and very grounded.
You worked maintenance and you worked at like a rice mill or something?
Yeah, worked at a rice mill for 3.5 years and I worked at a water department. Literally,
What was your least favorite job ever?
rice mill. It literally had me morbidly depressed. It was to the point where I would clock out of work on Friday, be off on a weekend, and literally still be as depressed as if I had to go to work tomorrow. It was to the point I couldn't even enjoy my weekends anymore. It was that bad. I'm a same rice mill every day. And I don't want to sit here and, be the one to complain about having a job. You know what I mean? Because at least I had a job, But it drains you, man.
Yeah.
It does, And I worked at a water department. And it's not just water. Somebody's sewer tank, you'd have to break the lid off the sewer tank and literally reach your arm down.
We're talking like dookies?
Straight dookie action. Straight.
Yeah, I think the major difference here is that in that clip of a moment, I wasn't talking about how fucking gruesome other jobs are in general, which I always expect is a given that people know my position on. But if you don't know, then yeah, you're going to be like, this guy, fucking asshole, thinks streamers have it worse than people working in the real world.
Dookie action, bro, on everything I love. You got tissues in there. Get like hepatitis. You see like a needle or something in there. We would literally be at work diving in like sewer tanks, bro. People just took a dump and it's right there floating. I'm grabbing it, bro.
Bro, and that's like taxing like on your physical health, bro. Like the amount of diseases you can pick up.
I was legitimately afraid to get like hepatitis.
Yeah.
It's like, we got to climb down in this sewer hole today. I was like, bro, I don't want to go down there. I'm going to die.
Bro, I don't think I could work a job. Like, I don't think I could mentally handle, like, I could work a job. That, I couldn't do that.
Oh, that's why I
could work at, like, because my original goal I tried to get hired at Publix. I got, like, declined. So I was like, I could work that, not that. Like,
What's
I couldn't.
Publix?
Oh my God, yeah. Publix is, like, the biggest grocery store, like, in Florida.
Oh, we saw a truck that said Publix on. I was like, what is that?
So it's, like.
Publix is the best.
It's basically just a grocery store, but that was like the first. What is like your go-to grocery store?
Go-to grocery store is I go to Walmart. No, Sam's is goated.
Sam's is goated.
Sam's is goated. Yeah, I love Sam's, dude. You can go in there and get anything.
Yeah. No, but I literally was like, I wanted to work at Publix, and thank God that I got like declined, because I feel like if I worked there, I wouldn't have as much time to stream. That was when I was still streaming to like 2 viewers, right? So, like, I was just looking for, like, anything to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but, I mean, it lined up for a reason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, it's a good thing.
Public subs are pretty good, but Wawa's still better.
You did get declined, which at the time it probably wasn't, but
yeah,
I guess in the long run, obviously it was,
Did you, like, when you were in school, did you miss, like, a lot of days? Yeah. I missed so much school, bro. I would like especially senior year, I was never there.
I worked at Publix from 14 to 17. Sucks the owners are January 6 funders and psychos, though. That's not surprising. That makes a lot of sense. Seem like a chicken strip sandwich kind of guy? Oh, fuck yeah, I am.